What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar, and welcome back to Dancehall Masterclass. This video is going to add some drums to this track that we are currently working on. So the thing with drums is that whatever you can think in your head, you can get out into FL Studio. You just have to know the tools that you have at your disposal. Cool? So let's go over here to the drum kit. Yard vibes, of course. So listening to this track, and that's very important. The listening to the track is key in this. Yeah, so the reason why I said listening is key is because you have to be able to determine whether or not a clap will sound better than a snare or vice versa. Listening to this track, I am hearing that a clap would sound better. But then the question now becomes, what type of clap? Do I want a thick clap? Do I want a thin clap? You know, a clap with a lot of reverb, a dry clap. You know, so it's all incumbent on what you are hearing. Just go with your feeling. Don't just think like, oh, can use whatever, it not even matter. It does, because at the end of the day, some stuff will work and some stuff will not. So while this is playing, we'll go through some claps and see which one fits best. All right, so I like this. It's a very thick clap, but right beneath it, we have this very thin one. Earlier, we talked about layering. Some stuff works better when you layer it with other stuff. So let's lay out these claps. Okay, notice how we had to wait. Let's play again. Notice how the clap went away? That's because we don't have loop on. Cool, so let's right click on this and we're going to press loop all channels. Now we have the loop section over here, and all of a sudden, they're not grayed out. So when we play, now we have the claps all the way through. Cool. So that's sounding pretty good. Could adjust levels. Nice. So now we have claps going. You want to add your kicks. I'm going to use kick 7, of course. It's still on you to kind of picture the pattern while the track is playing. So while this track is playing, understand? So in my head, I have it as boom, clap, boom, boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. You understand? So that's the foundation. So this will be the first. Boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. Cool, that's the foundation. Your kick pattern, hi-hat pattern, clap, snare patterns are only limited by your own imagination. So once we have the foundation laid out, now we take it into the piano roll and we extend upon it, because you don't want your beat to sound ultra repetitive. That defeats the whole purpose. Cool? So now, this does not sound like kick 7, but It's fine. I'm not going to even change it. We'll just use it. Let's just say it's a happy mistake. So now we have a groove and we're just building. Everything's working, nothing's fighting against each other. You know what I mean? And it's working, it sounds very, very good. Perfect. So now, in your head, or my head, whoever head, you should be thinking, what can I add to expand upon this? You know, like we have a kick, we have with snares, or claps. You know, we're going to add hi-hats. You know, hi-hats are what really gives the groove. But is there any perk I can add? Is there any ear candy I can add to kind of spice this up? You know, and you just draw for some percussions and you just play around. Here we go, one here. And then it's like I said, it's trial and error. You just put it. And the good thing, the thing about using percussion is you should always audition them, meaning playing them where you intend to put them. So while this is playing, I'm over here trying to play a pattern. Right here. And this ear candy, you turn it down. We have a very similar hi-hat pattern, nothing too crazy about it. But for the sake of not having it sound too repetitive, because it plays 4 times, we're going to change it each time. So let's put this into third step. Here. I'll put this into quarter note. you know, and we have our drums, you know, no bass, which is something I typically always add last, depending on the track. Sometimes I'm like in such a groove that I add bass earlier, but 90% of the times it's the last thing that I add. Sometimes I even forget to add hi-hats, you know what I mean? So it's just a part of my creative process. But basically, we just kind of just let everything follow the groove of the rhythm. We just make sure that everything follow what's going on. We're not do nothing too crazy. We're not do nothing too out of ordinary, you know, out of the way. Let's resize these. Yeah. So that's the number one thing, simplicity. You know, speed, like I said, speed will come later on down the line. There's no need to try and rush it. All of that will come down the line. So let's take another listen. And then in the next video, we'll add bass, show different types of bass, how to determine what bass you want, and stuff like that. So we'll take a look at that in the next video. But until then, let's preview this. Let's listen to what we have so far before we move on. Till next time, it's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, the TrackStar. Peace.